a lot of players in college aren't going to the NBA or going to the next level. So it's kind of became the NBA for him.
Is Coach Bibby still jacked up?
Oh, yeah. He's swole. Swole.
All right, I'm here with Mikey Williams, new guard for Sacramento State. Mikey, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, brother.
Where are you at right now?
Orlando.
And that's like a house? What do you got going on?
Yeah, I'm in my crib.
Okay. And you are still technically at UCF, like going to school there, or are you all done now?
I'm about to be finished. As a matter of fact, I think I just finished.
Do you just take online classes?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't go to actual school.
Nah.
And is that because this doesn't even have to? I'm just curious. Is that because like do all the basketball players do that, or like it'd just be annoying for you to be on campus with
some
people?
of them do. Some of them do. Some of them go to school. It's more for like a safety reason,
100%.
Yeah.
All right. So you just committed yesterday to Sacramento State. You're going to be transferring there. Take me through it. What happened? How did you end up there? Like, obviously, you've been at UCF the past year. You were at Memphis before that. Now going to Sacramento State.
So how I ended up here was really I had took a visit. I had took a visit out there a few weeks ago, and I really like Coach Bibby, and the coaching staff. I like the culture over there. It was very humbling. Like, I know they getting some of their stuff redone, like the locker room and I think the gym, but just being there kind of made me feel like I was in high school again. And it was like kind of cleared my mind. Like, it was like, all right, we got to start from the bottom again. So it kind of really gave me it really made me excited. It kind of put a chip on my shoulder. Then, the coaching staff playing into that and just like my relationship with Coach Bibby, and then last but not least, you feel me, he's in California too, so I'm close to home. You know what I'm saying? So, right. I mean, feel like the opportunity itself just made sense for me, I like what Coach was talking about. Like, he got a lot of trust in me. He believes in me. So I feel like that's the main thing you need, like, if you're going to go play for somebody.
Is Coach Bibby still jacked up? Last time I saw him, he was like...
He's swole. He's swole.
I saw him, I think a picture went viral like a few years ago of him just looking jacked.
Yeah, sure.
You entered the portal probably like a month ago at this point, or a few weeks ago at this point. How quickly did Sacramento State become like the school, or were you kind of like feeling out a bunch of options before that?
Honestly, it wasn't right away. It probably took about a little over a week because he didn't think that I would, he had enough money for me to come. But I told him, like, it's not even about the money right now. You feel me? I just want to be in a good situation. So we really made it work. Got it.
Who reached out to you first? Is it him or is it someone from his team? Or how do you first get in touch with Sacramento State? Yeah.
Him.
It was him. So he reached out, wanted to see what you were up to. But then when it was getting down to it, he felt like the NIL wouldn't be high enough?
Well, no, he didn't reach out at first because he'd already thought, you feel me, it was going to be a problem. But then when he talked to me, he already told me, like, we don't got a lot of money with her or whatever. I'm like, look, coach, I'm trying to hoop. You feel me? I ain't really worried about that. Like, I'm just trying to, feel me, do what I can do.
I feel like that's pretty mature of you. Like, I feel like a lot of people your age and also in your situation, like, they're really just going to the place with the biggest bag. Like, yeah, why did that change for you? Why is that your mentality right now?
I think I just been through certain things in life that changed my perspective on, like, reality. You feel me? So then too, like, I could bet on myself. Like, I know I have NBA talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's a process to get there, but I know that I'm gonna get there one day. And it's like, I feel like just keeping my head down, not letting the outside stuff get to me is going to help me get there. So I feel like money could be like an outside noise. You know what I'm saying? Like, then too, you got to look at it like this. College, a lot of players in college aren't going to the NBA or going to the next level. So it's kind of became the NBA for them. So they really might got to go take the biggest bag wherever they can get it. You know what I'm saying? But I just have faith in myself and my work. You feel me? My work ethic, so I just feel like I could everything comes with a sacrifice, in my opinion, whether that's something big or something small. I just feel like if you do what you got to do, like, it's all going to work for the better.
Okay, so you start talking to Coach Bibby, but did you visit other schools as well?
No, that was my only visit. I was talking to a few other schools, but that was my only visit. Well, actually, I went on a visit to LIU, Coach Rod up there, Rod Strickland. So that was the only other one, but I kind of was not set on Sac State, but they kind of like hit me the hardest though, like, you know.
What are there any other schools that you could tell us that you were thinking about, or was it really just LIU and Sac
really
State?
Memphis, UNLV. I was considering going back to UCF, but that situation just didn't work out. It wasn't really any good communication going on, and you know, I just kind of figured like I just kind of seen everything for how it was, and then just had to make my decision.
For sure. All right, so you're going to Sac State. Mike Bibby, who you mentioned already, like you mentioned some of the conversations, but obviously he played in the NBA for a really long time. He has a great resume playing and also coaching some of the best high school teams in the country at one point. Right. What has he said to you? Like, what's been your conversations with Coach Bibby?
He just wants me to be me. He wants to hold me, you know, to high standards. Like he understands what I'm capable of doing, and that was big for me too. Just a coach that understands me and appreciates, you know, my skill set and all of that stuff. But I mean, he said, you know, he's not trying to hold me back. He wants me to come in and do what I can do. He's gonna push me. He's gonna coach me hard. So you know, like those are things that I want and I need. So it was pretty simple, like just straight to business.
And did you know him when you were in high school, or is this your first time meeting him?
I knew Mike Bibby. because he played in the league. Feel me? So I get to. I'm not too young to where I might not know him, but then too he was over at Shadow Mountain. So
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was at Shadow Mountain. They won a lot of games. In addition to Mike Bibby, there's some other big names there. Yeah, a couple of days ago, they announced Shaq as the GM. So his son, Shaqir O'Neal, is going to be on your team. Have you talked to Shaqir at all, or any of the other? Yeah, have you talked to Shaqir at all?
I mean, me and Shaqir got a cool relationship. Just going back previously, but he hit me last night for my number, so we typed back in.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because he's bounced around a little bit, and I feel like I didn't even know that he was going. Did you know he was there already when you started talking to Sac State?
Yeah, I did. It was probably like right after, like maybe a week after he had committed there, I think. Something like that.
And is he I know you said that you guys just tapped in yesterday, but when did you meet when you were in like high school and stuff? How'd that happen?
Like middle school. Cause I'm from San Diego. He's from LA, so that's right there. And we play basketball all the time. You know, and then we that little point where I was like playing with Bronny and stuff, probably like 7th grade, 8th grade, we was hanging out a little bit. So
he never played on the Blue Chips.
No.
He's a year younger than you?
He's I think a year older.
And then Sharif's a couple
yeah.
I don't know why I thought you knew Sharif but didn't know Shaqir. I don't know. But that makes sense. So you guys are going to tap back in, probably start working out and like seeing all that stuff. Okay, cool. And then Brandon Gardner also committed there. Like, so yeah, what's going on with Sac State? Because it seems like you guys got you big name, Shaqir big name, Brandon Gardner previously like a top rated player. Like Sac State isn't really known for. I mean, they were 7-24 last year. I think, or 7-25. How? Why do you think they're getting so many great names right now? And yeah, what's that been like?
I think the main part is Coach Bibby, honestly. You feel me? So when that's the head of the snake, it's like that's your culture right there. So I think everybody respects him, you know. So then too, it's just the opportunity. Like, you know, when you get to like the bigger schools, like politics get involved heavy. So I feel like he already kept it 100. There ain't no politics going on. If you're not getting the game, you're not playing this on you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what everybody want to hear. So I feel like it's the opportunity to get a fair chance to come and compete. Like, that's the biggest thing, too.
I feel like there's probably no one your age who has seen, like, the business of basketball and the politics of basketball more than you. Like,
right.
So that's probably good to hear. Yeah, like, not to, like, bring up negative stuff, but, like, yeah, obviously, you've seen some of that in the past.
For sure.
What's that been? Like, what have you seen that you've learned a lot from?
It's been tough. It's helped me grow, though. Like, all of it, everything I've been through has just helped me grow, change my perspective on things, you know. It's just like, it's when something's out of your control and you just try to control it, but you get more frustrated because you can't control it. You just got to understand and work with what you got. And it's all a mindset. I feel like everything starts in your head, you know? So as long as you got a clear mindset about things and you just do what you got to do, put in the work, you know what I'm saying? Get your work done. Whatever you got to do, be a student athlete, all that, you know, I feel like God going to take care of the rest. I feel like all the adversity is really just stepping stones, but you can't let it break you.
100%. And kind of going back to Sac a little bit, you talked about how great Coach Bibby has been. Is there anything that do you expect to start? Because I know like at UCF, like the playing time stuff wasn't always probably where you wanted it to be or thought it should be. Like, are you going to this situation expecting to play a lot, expecting to start, and expecting to get on the court a ton?
The only thing I'm expecting is a fair opportunity to do that, So I know I'm gonna handle my business, so I'm not really even worried about that. My main thing is just going and getting better, getting all the way in my best shape, working on my body, just everything that's gonna come.
You bounced around a little bit, right? You had different people in your lives who had helped you out. At this point for Mikey Williams, like when you're making a decision like going to Sac State, who is your circle right now? Like who are the people that you lean on, that you trust, that you talk to?
Really my pops and my uncle. Basketball, I mean, it's more so the basketball part's more so me and my pops. Uncle have his input too, whatever. And then like when it comes to the business, it's me and Unc, and then my pops will have his input too. So I mean, I feel like we all work together at the end of the day. But about the basketball, it's really just me and my pops.
And has that group gotten tighter over the years, like a smaller group? Like in the past, did you feel like you had more people kind of trying to give you advice?
Most definitely. That's probably the main thing I've learned over at least one of the main things I've learned over the last few years is just like you really got to be careful of who you have around you, because, a lot of people want to use you, or a lot of people want to get on off of you or have certain intentions. So I feel like that's who we started with. So you feel me? That's who we gonna, know what I'm saying? That's who we gonna rock with to the end.
I'm glad you came to that, because I think that makes a lot of sense. And you're still young. How old are you at this point?
I'm about to be 21 in June.
You're about to be 21, but obviously people have seen you for so many years, but you're still so young. Like,
right.
Do you feel like young? Like, do you feel like you still have some of that?
I feel young because it's still a lot of people that's older than me. But I could feel old. I could feel like old sometimes just because I have a lot of responsibilities and it'd be a lot on my shoulders. It's been a lot on my shoulders for a long time. But at the end of the day, I feel like my approach and my mentality is kind of older. I appreciate things a lot more, but I feel like it's all because of what I've been through. But I mean, I know I'm young though. I still feel young.
Yeah, I mean, I was starting to feel old talking to you because I was like, I don't know, the first time I interviewed you was probably like 7 years ago. So I was like, damn, but I'm glad that we're still doing it. When you're not playing basketball, what are you doing right now? Because I know you have a lot of different hobbies. You have a lot of different things that you're into.
Yeah. When I'm not playing basketball, I'm either fishing or when I go back, I make music. That's only when I go back home though. I don't really when I'm away from I'm speaking of San Diego, I really just go with the homie. I'm comfortable with him. You feel me? So that's pretty much it, man. Like out here, I just be fishing. I don't really do too much. I just be so locked in on what I'm doing. I just go to the gym, come home, I go fishing, but I just try to be in the house.
When fishing, are you officially a good fisherman? Because you've been talking to me about fishing for years, but I think I just don't know how good you are at it.
Yeah, I'm pretty smooth. I know what I'm doing. I could live off of it. I could catch my food and clean my food up, cook it. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty good. I want to get a boat though. I want to get a boat. I want to go deep sea fishing. Just be able to do that. That'll be that's top notch. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's professional.
Well, do you have a craziest fish or crazy fishing story that you've ever gone through?
A fishing story? Oh, I caught a shark.
Really?
Yeah, it took me
Did you post that?
I did. It took me 45 minutes. I'm reeling it in on the pier. We on the pier. We couldn't even bring it. We just had to cut the line though, because we brought it all the way under the pier, but we couldn't do nothing with it. So I had to cut the line. The crazy fishing story, I don't think I have a crazy one. I haven't done none drop my phone in the water or nothing like that. It always sucks. If you go and you catch no fish, that sucks. But for the most part, I don't think I got it.
There was a time I used to fish a bunch, and I do find it relaxing even when you don't catch something. But at some point, it gets to enough time where you
yeah.
have to. When it comes to the music stuff,
Yeah.
I feel like you've been doing that for a bit now. Is that something that like you really want to do? Like you would put music out and try to promote it and stuff, or is it really just for you to get things off your chest and kind of like meditate almost?
I think it started just getting stuff off my chest. I think my talent, like with the music, kind of surprised me. So I do want to start dropping stuff because I think I got some good messages. You know what I'm saying? And I got stuff that can. Like I'm not really a talker, and I don't really like a lot of people don't really know me or know about me or my story or nothing. I feel like you could hear it a lot through my music. I feel like I want to drop a few songs. Like I don't want to take it like super serious, nothing, just because I understand that people have a certain image of me. So I ain't trying to really, like have them drag it or nothing like that. But the few songs I do drop, it'll have good messages in it.
I want to sneak peek at some point. I've heard good things about it. Next few months for you. You're in Orlando right now. What does the next few months look like?
I'm gonna keep doing my rehab stuff. Get out to Sac. Really just get healthy and just stay working. I don't really have nothing else planned. Like I'm just locked in. I'm just super locked in right now to, like the next step for me. So
what is the injury again for people that don't know?
I had dislocated my knee. I forgot the exact thing you call it, but I dislocated it, and then it came right back in. They call it something, but that's what happened. But it's basically a bone bruise. It's like a bone bruise. It's basically what it is. Yeah, it feels better than when it first happened for sure. I'm making progress.
And I know that UCF wasn't perfect, right? Like you got hurt and everything like that, but you did get to play your first college minutes, get your first college points. Yeah, what were some of the good things that happened at UCF that you learned from?
Just even the fact I was able to be on the court, that was a blessing in itself. So everything else just follows. I feel like it was more so a lot of adversity and out of that I just took good things out of it. But I mean, I was able to play basketball, so whether that's coming to practice or getting the game, I know it could be frustrating getting the game for 3 minutes. You feel me? When you feel like you worked harder than that and whatever. But I feel like the main thing was just doing what I love.
Oh yeah. I was gonna ask you about basketball because you've been through a lot of ups and downs with it. You've been the biggest name in the sport. I know different things have happened in your life. Where's basketball for you right now? Because I'm sure I think I've seen things at some point where maybe you didn't love it as much or whatever. Where's your love for basketball right now? How do you feel about it?
I love basketball, man. I love it. It's my priority, And you're right. It has been times where, it was because you got to understand as a basketball player, you're still a human too. So you still got human things going on outside of basketball. And if your mind isn't right, it could affect the way you play or the way you go about it. But I just came to a conclusion that I was taking it for granted. So I feel like that just changed my mindset instantly right there. That's why I'm it don't matter what. I'll play 2 minutes, not play at all. The fact I could pick up a basketball and still go to the gym and, work for something, that just means everything to me.
Was there one moment that made you realize that? Or how did you come to that?
It was honestly when I was fighting my case, I think I was reading my Bible and I was just I just got on my knees and I was about to pray and I was just start having these visions, just everything I work for in my future. And it's it just clicked right there. I was I've been taking it for granted. That's when it clicked.
Honestly, I get that because look, I'm not a basketball player, but even with overtime, we built this big thing and it's I've been there since day one. And you have these moments where you're damn, I worked so hard for all this stuff. And why am I not the same amount of hungry as I was when I first started or care about it the same way? And you start to realize that it's really just you figuring it out about yourself. So I
honestly too, give you just some insight. I was fortunate enough to buy a house when I was I think I just turned 18. I remember one time we was coming back from Arizona. Like we had my family. Yeah, I was a little kid. We tried to Arizona and see my peoples and stuff for Thanksgiving. We was coming back. We was coming back to the mountains, and I was like, wow, like I want to live in the mountains one day, whatever. So just the fact that I was able to do that, and I just like it's probably the worst thing I could have done. Like it's what I'm about to say. Like I just went on my I just went. Like the first day I bought the house, I was watching the sunset from like the backyard, like by the pool. I was like, damn, like I made it, like I was just thought I made it. But I think like that was like I was like you gotta understand though, when you come from not that much, it's like your accomplishments feel big, but your high, like you can't get too high on them. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I kind of got too high on that, and I was just like, damn, like it kind of made me like complacent. Cause then too, you in high school, once you hit, if you're really nice, once you hit your third, fourth year of high school, it's the competition it's like what's pushing you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like that's all that's all a mindset. But I feel like just looking back on my actions and stuff, like just the way I was even approaching basketball, like don't get it wrong, I always loved basketball and always worked hard, but it was just another level that I hit, it was like kind of before all of this, but when I was a nobody, like that level of hunger hit again, that work ethic and that mentality had hit me again. So I feel like I didn't learn a lot, honestly.
Look, you've always worked hard. Like people always ask me, like, is Mikey Williams actually good at basketball? And I always was like, he actually is like the hardest worker of all the, like I get to see basketball players at OTE. I get to see basketball players everywhere. I'm like, he's always in the gym. Like he really doesn't do anything other than be in the gym.
Right.
Respectfully. Like that's what you want to be doing.
No, for sure.
So I know how much you love it. And look, I can understand that you could lose it for a second, but I love that you have it back. And I can honestly see that you have that back.
Yeah.
Changing courses for like a second, like you were so part of overtime and part of everything, like as a young kid, right? The blue chips, playing with Bronny, you're playing for Bron, you're popular. Like when you look back on those times now, like you've had 5 or 6 years, like since then, like what is Mikey Williams' thoughts on like the early days of like your popularity?
It's blessings. I feel like too, other people see it differently than I see it because I'm living it, and I really gotta deal with everything that comes with it. And just it's like at one point when I was younger, it was overwhelming because I wasn't used to none of that. Like I'm really quiet. I don't talk too much. Like my friend group is small, whatever. So just growing as a person, having to talk to people, be around a lot of people, like. I'm always being watched and stuff. It's kind of like you can't make mistakes, or if you do, like it's like you're getting judged way differently, and like it's a lot of people's eyes on you. More people got their eyes on you than they worry about themselves. So I feel like the road was necessary. Feel me, for my calling. I feel like I took out of that what I needed. I feel like the one thing I did a great job with though is not getting stuck in the hype. Like I feel like I talk about this with my friends all the time. Like I feel like if another person were in my shoes, they'll like be very quick to take advantage of everything. Like it's a lot of things like I could have taken advantage of, but it's just like that's not me, like my only goal still just to go to the NBA, like the main goal. Like that's been my only thing I want to do since a child. So that's all I've ever been thinking about. Like it's so much when you like got like popularity and a lot of people, connections and stuff, it's so easy to get sidetracked. But I've watched people do it. But I feel like just the people in my corner and just, me just having God in my life, like I feel like my priorities were always straight for the most part. Like when you're a kid, you're gonna grow up making mistakes and stuff, obviously, because you're growing, you're a kid. So, but my thing was, I just had to learn, to not let people like push me in a certain way off of trying to judge me for what I'm doing. Because at the end of the day, I had to learn like you're watching me anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not watching you, you're watching me. So yeah.
Facts. What you mentioned the NBA a couple of times now. I know it's been your dream since I think the first time that I ever met you were 13, and that's probably what you were talking about then.
All right.
You've gone a million different directions since then. You're now going to be at Sacramento State. Will Mikey Williams play in the NBA, and then how do you get there?
For sure, I believe so. I just think, like I said, just stay working. You know, like it's really just back to the basics. Like I've been a hard worker all my life. Like I'm not worried about nothing else. I got tunnel vision. You feel me? Like I'm about to. It's like you always got to take steps forward. And like I said, sacrifices come with everything. I feel like my next sacrifice is just like I'm a real to the people around me. Like I'm very I'm very loving, caring, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like I feel like this next step just about me. Like just whether that's I don't got time to kick it. I don't got time, none of that. Like, anytime I could use to do that, I'm going back to the gym. Like, you feel me? Like, that's all, I feel like that's all it is. Just all the way locking in from every aspect. Like, just getting my body right, like stretching, stuff like that. Like, the little things, you know, like, just being a pro, basically.
Absolutely. And it's funny seeing guys in the NBA now who you played against and honestly, like, dominated in some ways, right? Like Evan Mobley just won Defensive Player of the Year, and I was like, I saw Mikey dunk on him. Like, you see Bronny playing playoff games. What's it like seeing guys that you've actually played against and competed with being in the NBA now? Does that add to your confidence that you could make it there?
I mean, I love it, you know, like, I love even Rob, like, Rob probably my favorite player. Like, I just love, you feel me, especially if I got relationships with him. It's like, I'm happy for him, you know, because that's all of our dreams. Like, we've all talked about this since we were kids. So, I mean, I think, like, add confidence. I mean, you could say so a little bit, because I know, like, I've always knew it was possible, but just to see them live it out, you know, it's like, it just makes me feel so good about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, my time, everybody's timing different. You know, I feel like my thing, it don't have nothing to do with basketball. You know, it just has everything to do with all the other stuff. You feel me? Like people's perspective, image of me, whatever. I feel like my game's always going to speak. I just feel like it's the political part. You feel me?
I do. You mentioned some guys. I mentioned Bronny. You mentioned Rob. A lot of these guys in the NBA. Do you talk to any of those guys anymore? You're staying in touch with anyone in the league?
Yeah, I've been keeping in touch with a few of them. Like, I probably talk to Rob the most out of all of them. Yeah, we be busy and stuff, so we tap in here and there, but, you know, it'd be real when we tap in.
Yeah, what kind of stuff would Rob Dillingham say?
We just more so just talk about just staying on the right track, just staying focused, not really letting all the outside noise get to us. You feel me? Like we like I said, we've been known that we was, you know, that since we was kids. So it's just like we just really just blessed to live it out and stuff like that. So it's all positive, honestly. Like just making sure you get through adversity.
And the blue chips guys, obviously there's Bronny, Jackson, who's playing football at Georgia now. We talked about earlier, like, yeah, playing football is crazy. I don't really like. Did you expect this from him?
I was telling him to play football. Like I was like, because I knew he'd go to the NFL for sure. Like, it's funny because we was working out one time. We might have been in ninth grade or something, maybe during COVID or something like that. But Nate Robinson told Ja, like, bro, go put your fingers in the dirt, you feel me, and go hit somebody. Yeah, he was kind of laughing at it, but it was like, it's crazy how it just turned out. So I wouldn't say it's a shocker, but you feel me, like, it's definitely cool seeing it because it's like, that's where it started, really.
And obviously when you were younger, a lot of people talked about you and Bronny together. Like, yeah, seeing him in the NBA, like, do you talk to him at all about that? Or, like, how cool is it to see that he's up on that stage?
Nah, I haven't been speaking to Bronny that much lately. But, I mean, I'm happy for him, though. You feel me? I kind of told him, like, it was like, I kind of spoke to him, like, when we was in middle school, we were speaking about certain things. And it's just, like, to see it all play out. Like, I'm happy for him, you feel me? Like, I know everybody got their opinions of him, but, I mean, at the end of the day, like, it's all, like, you can't. You're not going to be able to block no one's blessing anyways, even if you feel me. Then at that point, I feel like it turns into kind of hate. But, I mean, yeah, I'm happy for him. Like, you feel me? He just got there, so he has all the time to grow. He don't got to He don't got to worry about, like, I know it's pressure just being, like, LeBron's son. Feel me? That's pressure I don't understand or anything. But at the end of the day, like, you said already, now you just got to work.
Sure. Last couple of questions for you. You're 20 years old right now. 10 years from now, where's Mikey Williams?
Hopefully on my second contract in the NBA. I want to have a lot of businesses going. I just want to make sure everybody around me straight and we all make money together. And, you know, like, I want to help build my community. You know, I want to do a lot for my community, pour back into it, things like that. So I feel like just having multiple businesses and giving back, you know, that's just the biggest thing. Giving back is the biggest thing, but, you know, I got the right people around me to, feel me, just help generate money and stuff like that. So just do the right thing with it.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. And then I don't know if you've been seeing this on Twitter. 100 men versus one gorilla. Who you got?
The gorilla. Because you gotta understand, bro. 100 people ain't gonna be able to get their hands on the gorilla at one time. So instantly the gorilla gonna start choking. You feel me? Like, he gonna start running. Like, you get hit by the gorilla, he's putting at least 40 to sleep. At least 40. He might kill 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody else gonna be scared after that.
Sure. How many Mikeys would it take to take down a gorilla?
You can't take down a gorilla with your bare hands.
Okay. Like a 5,000 Mikeys, you don't think you guys could win?
But how will, see, that's the thing though.
You gotta go behind.
At that point, we just be smothering them. But how are we gonna get our hands on them though, all at the same time?
You just gotta be fighting
each other. I'm still taking a gorilla though.
If you had to draft one person to help you fight a gorilla, you guys are going to lose, but you get one person to help you. Who you want helping you?
Just one? So it's just me and him?
Yeah.
Aaron Donald.
That's a good one.
I'm taking Aaron Donald.
That's a good one. Who are your 5 favorite, like, athletes right now? Pro athletes that you get to watch?
I like Rob. I like Ant. What else I like? I like Amin. I like my other 2. Them probably my top 3. I don't really like, there's a lot of nice dudes out there, but you feel me? Like, them really just my 3 right there.
It's cool you threw Amin in there. Obviously you went to OTE. What about his game do you like?
His size, what he can do at his size, he's super athletic, he's super quick, he got skill set, he goes hard, he has a motor. He's really a cheat code. Feel me? If he keep developing his shot and stuff, learn to play off the wiggle, you feel me, just with his shot and all that, like, feel me, he can be one of the greatest dudes at basketball, in my opinion. I feel like eventually he gonna get on a winning team. Feel me? Did
you get to meet him at OTE?
I think I met him, yeah. I think I did get to meet him.
You're one of the most popular athletes, especially for young people. Mm-hmm. I'm sure we've asked you this, I'm sure other people have asked you this, but going through your stuff, like, what's the biggest piece of advice you got for different people?
Really, just stay locked in on your goals, and when temptation comes, you feel me, just stay down, stay solid. You know, always call on God, and you feel me, He's gonna handle the rest. Like, people ask me all the time, like, how did I get here? How this happened, that happened? It's all God, honestly. Like, I can't even explain. I just put my trust in Him. I pray. I do what I gotta do. You feel me? And He's just directing everything. So, you know, if you protect it and you seek God and keep God first, like, you're going to stay out of harm's way. You're going to go through adversity for sure, because it's going to build and He has to test you, you know. But, I mean, blessings come with that. So I feel like that's about it. Just stay locked in and call on God, seek God, keep Him first, and everything else will be all right.
Sac State going to be fun next year? Can we pull up? Can I pull up to a game?
Come on, it's good.
I told a few people overtime that we were going to be linking up with you. And obviously, like, you've done so much for overtime and been a big part of everything that we've been able to do here. And whether it's Tay or Sam and Mikey, some of the different people that you got to meet here, like, we always support you. We're always rooting for you. You got family and a home with overtime. So anything you need from us, you just let us know, man. We appreciate you, and we are rooting for you like no other. So
yes, sir. I appreciate you guys too.
Awesome, man. All right, Mikey. I think you did everything that I could possibly ask for. You gave me a ton of time. We'll see you very soon at Sacramento State.
Yes, sir.